had a guy choking me in bed recently, and I'm like, I love a good choke, but I couldn't breathe, and then he spit in my mouth. The last thing you want when you can't breathe is to have someone spit in your mouth.
I didn't know people really did it. This week, Tops Off World Tour, Abbotsford, Seattle, Portland, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, Nashville, Little Rock, Springfield, Philadelphia, Norfolk, Winston-Salem, Fairfax, Roanoke, Rochester, Worcester, Newark, Providence, and Albany, New York, December 10th. I'm California sober right now.
Okay, so weed and mushrooms?
Weed and mushrooms. It's just because I want keto.
Yeah.
And so...
that makes sense.
Yeah, we got high, pretty high yesterday. It was pretty enjoyable.
That's nice.
I've never been like a get high guy.
Yeah.
Only. Alcohol has always been my my cane.
Yeah, that was my fave too.
Really?
Oh yeah. And then I started mixing other drugs into it, and then it just turned into something.
Like how deep did you get? Are we recording? How deep did you get?
Well, I had like a whole entire year that I did cocaine. Like
such a fun fucking year.
I got so fat, which is like a miracle to get fat on coke. Yeah, because I would just go on coke benders and then eat in and out, and then like not work out and not go to work and not do anything. And I just turned into a fat piece of shit. Yeah. Like degenerate, like fat, like just disgusting. And I was like, and then I lost all my friends because I'm such an asshole on cocaine.
I bet. I could see just from you on stage, I could see you on coke would be something to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, me sober is pretty tough to deal with. Like I'm not the nicest person, you know? So
where'd you grow up?
Wisconsin.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Where? Madison?
No, Milwaukee, like suburbs of Milwaukee. Very small town. Yeah. Big Bend, 1,200 people in the town I grew up in.
God. I love Wisconsin.
I would imagine you would.
Yeah, I'm a Wisconsin
Yeah,
guy.
I feel
like there's something I'm very Wisconsin adjacent.
Yeah, you're like honorary doctorate Wisconsin. Like that's
I went to the everyone in Wisconsin goes up to the lakes in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up to one of the lakes, so many bugs.
Yeah.
And the ground was soft. These are my memories. The ground was soft. We went on a homemade slide, and I became such good friends with the family that they gave me an award.
Oh.
And I still have it. And what
was the award?
It was a family award they passed around. It was like the person who made summer the best, right?
Yeah.
And it's been in their family forever. I think I was supposed to send it back. I never did.
Oh yeah, you should probably do that.
What's crazy about the dad is we get fucked up, and he was like, you drink a lot? And I said, yeah. He goes, me too. I said, yeah. And he goes, it's getting the best of me. And I went, really? And he goes, yeah, but you know what? I should be dead.
Yeah.
I said, you should. And he goes, oh, skydiving, my chute didn't open. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, so like every day I'm alive, I'd do whatever the fuck I want.
May as well party. Why not?
That's an interesting way to live life.
Yeah. No, but in Wisconsin, there's nothing else to live for. You know, if you're there, it's just like there's 3 months where it's nice, and then it's just like gray, ashy fields and like nothing to do but get fucked up.
Really? Were you bored as a kid in Wisconsin?
So bored.
Really?
But like we grew up on a farm, so we had like horses, and like I was like a little nature kid. I would like go in the back and like read books and just like run away from my family because they were all fucked up.
Well, how many kids in your family?
Just me and my sister.
Older sister, younger?
Older.
Is she hot too?
She's yeah. She's
Is that weird to say? Sorry. I'm shocked that we've met and I never registered it.
Yeah.
Because I would think, because the first time I saw you, I'm going back to the farm, your family and everything.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw you online, it was the fucking, not Pentecostal, the fucking NBA joke.
Okay, yeah.
And I fucking laughed hysterically. I went, wow.
Yeah.
And then I deep dove, and I was like, I looked at every video you had.
Yeah.
I had so many questions.
Okay.
I had who shot this? Who produced this? Where do I find the whole hour? Like all these questions.
Okay.
And then as I do I usually send, if I ever see like an attractive woman, I usually send the clip to my wife and go, what do you think?
Yeah.
And my wife's like, who the fuck is she? She's fucking hilarious. And I said, I know, right? And then I think I sent it to, I have only women that work here. So I sent it here. And then all of a sudden I saw you on my schedule. I go, fuck yeah. And then I see you and you go, we've met 2 times.
Yeah.
And I went, that's impossible.
Yeah, no. But you were, to be fair, in the bag both times. And I, as somebody who knows the bag well, I saw your eyes and I was like, he's not home right now.
Yeah. So you know Shane Gillis.
Yeah, very well. I love Shane. He's a fucking
best.
maniac. He's probably my favorite comic, period.
He's in. I will say this with sheer confidence. A couple months, he's about to be everyone's favorite comic.
Oh, yeah. When the Netflix special drops.
Oh, my God. I've been watching that hour for a while.
I have too. And I worked with him. I featured for him. I think maybe the third weekend he was working the new hour. And then I worked with him a few other times. And just the way that it grew and morphed and transformed, I'm like, this is a genius. This guy is a fucking genius. He makes me feel like I'm not even a comic.
It's so good that I said to him after the second time I saw him working it, I said, hey man, that's great and all, but like, are you going to write new material? And he went, this is my new hour. I went, oh, this is your new hour?
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was the shit. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's how new hours are supposed to look. They're supposed to look like where people are like, this is undeniably hilarious.
It's so good. It's so good. And my dad's obviously not a fan of my comedy. Every time I talk to my dad on the phone and I'm about to go on stage, he's like, hey, why don't you try being a little more like Shane Gillis? Or Joe List is the other one. He's like, I'm like, why don't you say that you wanted a son without saying you wanted a son?
That would be my daughters love Shane Gillis.
Yeah, he's great.
They love Shane Gillis, Big J. But the best is my favorite. I've told this a million times and keep it in the podcast. I love this story. So my oldest daughter and her best friend Daisy work for us on Fully Loaded.
Mm-hmm.
They PA. So the first year we do
How old are they?
Last year they were 18.
Oh, okay.
They were 18.
Oh, you have adult children.
I have adult children.
Okay.
I have 2 adult children.
I thought maybe we were doing child labor here.
No. The
Got a 4-year-old PA.
The younger one's 16.
Okay.
She works for us too.
Okay.
But so Daisy and Georgia work for us for Fully Loaded. We go out there and they've never seen comedy.
Mm-hmm.
They've never seen comedy. Shane, I'm not going to do Shane's bit, but it's one of the ones that's on his new special.
Yeah.
About him being a history fan and where he
the George
decides,
Washington bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
And George and her friend Daisy go, oh, like this. And I go, what? And they go, what? You can't say that. And I went, no, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
and they
can
go,
say
wait, hold on. Are we allowed to laugh? And I go,
Yeah.
you can definitely fucking laugh. And I go, as a matter of fact, tell Shane you like that bit. And they're like,
Yeah.
what? And I go, tell Shane you liked it. That's how comedy works. So Shane ends up becoming friends with my daughter and a friend, like just enough where they're like, we think you're funny. And he's like, cool. So the last night of the tour, Shane goes up to George and Daisy. He goes, hey, you guys sneaking beers? And they go, no. And he goes, bullshit. You sneaking beers? And they go, no. And he goes, I'm not your fucking dad. I'm not going to tell on you. You guys sneaking beers? And Georgia goes, yeah, we're sneaking beers. Shane sits down next to me immediately, goes, Georgia's sneaking beers.
Such a snitch.
It's such a snitch, but he's fucking, he's the best, man. He's the best. I'm so excited for this hour to come out, and
that's got to be coming out soon because he filmed it in June, right?
Yeah, the good ones they put out immediately. You can see a turnaround. Still, I don't mean that. I didn't say that. I don't know.
Right.
But usually when you have a hot special,
it's gonna come
when you're
out.
there and they're filming, they're like, hey, how would ... do for you?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's like in 2 months.
Right.
And they're like, I know.
Yeah.
Can we get that out?
Does that
and you're
work?
like, fuck yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
And so so like farm, like are you
Horses.
comfortable around shit? Can you ride a horse?
Yes, I can ride horses. I
like ride a horse?
Yeah.
Like ride a horse.
Like ride a horse.
That's so impressive.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, please, for a promo video for your next tour, all I need is I want to do this. I want to do this so bad. Come out of the woods on a horse in a gallop in like a canter.
Yeah.
And then cut the corner into a sprint. Get a truck to drive along with you. Shoot it in slow mo. And
who has this budget, Bert?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'll fucking shoot it. I want to do it so bad.
Yeah.
I saw this.
Can you ride a horse?
Yeah, I can.
Should we do it together?
We should do it together. We'll call it the ride along tour. I want to shoot that video so bad.
Yeah.
Riding a horse is the coolest thing I ever learned how to do.
Yeah, it's great.
It's especially, I've tried to explain to people. I did a bit in Austin 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. That it'll never work anywhere else, but it works in Austin because so many people have horses. And I said there's a symbiotic relationship with a horse that it's almost like a bad date, but great sex.
Mm.
So like a canter or a gallop is a tad bit uncomfortable.
Right.
A tad bit like,
you're like, I might die.
yeah, like, oh, you don't drink? I guess we're having coffee at dinner.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. No, nice. Oh, yeah, no, that's cool. You're Christian. Oh, that's odd.
You go to church too. Oh,
yeah. Oh, no, I don't read.
Yeah.
Oh, you read. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I saw Barbie.
Okay, yeah.
Then all of a sudden, when that horse takes off and you can see there's a moment where it doesn't feel like anything, and you and the horse's neck are moving at the same time, you all of a sudden, it's like you're both feeding off this same energy, and it only can be translated to great sex. Like the best sex you've ever had, where you're like, holy shit, like.
And kind of also like being on a roller coaster, there's that like adrenaline of like, I could die. This could be my last ride, but I have to trust this horse.
And you do have to trust the horse, because I got out of, I did it. I've been at a full sprint a couple times, but one time you could tell that like I was not in charge.
Yeah. Well, you're never in charge. That's the thing. So actually in Wisconsin, people ride their horses to the bar because you can't get a DUI because you're not ever operating the horse. The horse is always in charge.
I fucking love Wisconsin.
Yeah. They go and they tie their horses up. There's like racks outside of every bar. You can tie your horse up, get blackout drunk, and ride home, and you'll never get a DUI.
Do you have any idea how many times I'd take the wrong horse home? There's no way I'd remember what my horse looked like. I'd be like, So was your dad like a farmer?
No, my mom was into horses, and then my dad just got roped into the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd your dad do? Like insurance?
No, he's an electrician.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, he's one of the last of the Mohicans. Like, I feel like tradesmen are really falling by the wayside.
Wow, you're speaking to my wife right now.
Yeah,
my wife has a real bone to pick with the way the whole college program's set up and how vocational colleges are looked down upon.
Right.
And because.
But I'm like, yeah, we're not going to be able to build houses with TikTokers. Like, we need people who have skills and know how to lay a foundation, not just somebody doing a two-step.
So wait, so your mom was into horses?
My mom was into horses.
I find that fascinating.
Do you?
Do you find, because I wanted a horse so bad when I was a kid.
I hated horses because I hated my mom. We like really didn't get along.
Really?
Yeah. She was borderline personality disorder. So she was
like BPD
bitch. Yeah, she was very tricky. So she would like she'd be like, "You're so lucky to have a horse. Go ride the horse." And I was like, "I don't want these horses. I didn't ask for these horses. I don't want to shovel shit. I don't want to bale hay." Like in the summer when it's like 98 degrees, 100% humidity, we're baling hay. There's hay going into my eyes. I was like, I hate these fucking horses. And then my sister got a Tennessee Walker, which is a really nice horse. And then she got me a Shetland pony, which is a half horse. Full piece of shit. And then I still had to take care of it. And then in college, she was like calling me. She's like, Joey, his name was Joey. Joey's sick. I was like, let me know when Joey's dead. Like, I don't give a fuck about Joey. Turn him into glue.
So, but you were a reader?
Yeah.
Like
I like Harry Potter was like my jam back in the day. Yeah.
Well, Peter Giuliano just lit up downstairs. My assistant who you met down there, Peter, is like, he loves reading.
Yeah.
And he doesn't live in a community that is reading acceptable.
What does that mean?
He lives on the tour bus with me.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
so
yeah, you can't
he has to read it in private.
In the bathroom.
It's like he's gay. He goes, he like looking at me like, no one knows I'm reading the Sorcerer's Stone.
He's on top of the bus while the bus is driving.
Yeah.
Trying to read.
We walked him into a bookstore in like, I think we were in like Manchester or something. And we were like, we should all get a book. We're in Europe. Let's read a book. And he was like, it's a good call.
We're in Europe. Let's read a book.
We thought we'd be smart. I got fucking Prince Harry's book.
Oh, why would you do that?
What a fucking snooze fest that was. Just, it's all on Oprah.
You can just look at him. He's so lame.
I feel bad for him. I think he got hoodwinked. I think she pussy swapped him. She's got to be good in bed, right? She's an actress.
Yeah.
All actresses are good in bed.
Yeah.
They're all
actors.
Crazy as fuck.
Yeah, they're all nuts.
I wish I could tell you about the weirdest blowjob I ever got, but it doesn't feel right.
Tell me. It's obviously from an actor.
Conversation you have. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a conversation you have with a dude.
Yeah, I'm a dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's a performative
I moved to
thing,
Hollywood. I get a TV show and I get a development deal.
Immediately
At different networks.
Okay.
So I get a development deal at CBS. I get a TV show at Fox, or FX at the time, but it was a studio was Fox. So I meet this girl. We go back to her place, and we're hanging out. And kind of weird. She put a robe on. Like we went in, and then she put a robe on with nothing under it, like a robe. And I'm still fully dressed.
Right.
And I was like, no, okay, I guess I didn't bring leisure gear.
I didn't bring my robe.
It was really bizarre.
Yeah.
And so we get into bed, and we start fooling around, and then she starts doing the kiss down the chest where your brain starts going. You just start hearing the Chicago Bulls entry music. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get ready to rumble.
And she grabs my dick, and instead of giving me a blowjob, she looks up at me and goes, "How can you have a development deal at 2 different studios?" And I went, "Huh?" She goes, "No, I'm just saying, like, do Fox and CBS know about it? Like, do they know about it, or do they not know about it?" And I went, I'm not really sure. And she goes, is your deal at CBS larger than your deal at Fox? And I'm like,
is your dick still hard, by the way?
Oh, rock hard. This is early Bert, when it was like, with like a 5-second, like I was never have sex. This is the reason there's a lot of reasons I don't have sex with a lot of chicks. Number 1, I wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Shocking.
I'm terrified of diseases.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
You should
I've always been like,
maybe germophobia or something.
No. My wife would tell the story. I didn't date. I met her bowling, and I met her a couple other times before, but then we really met each other bowling. She goes, "Yo, ask me out," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'll give you my number," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And immediately I was like, "She's a whore." I was like, "She just wants to fuck me and just have her way with my body. That will not happen."
Just have her way with the arrogance.
First of all, hold on. Pull up Hot Bert. Pull up Skinny Bert. I was a fucking smoke show, okay? I was a fucking smoke show.
Let me see. Pull it up.
Skinny Bert Kreischer.
Skinny Bert.
And so I was like, I didn't.
Skinny Bert, rock hard dick.
You're gonna end up seeing a Skinny Bobby Kelly in this too.
Yeah. Skinny Bobby Kelly. He's getting back to Skinny Bobby
me.
Kelly. Wait, where are we?
The one that you don't recognize.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah. So my wife, I was like, I'm not gonna call her.
Right.
I believed every woman. We just talked about this to I don't know who the other day, but I had this theory that because of Sex in the City, all women just wanted sex. They didn't want relationships. And I was a serial monogamist. I only wanted someone who could get my sense of humor, my personality, that I could be myself around. And so immediately when she said, you asked to go out on a date, I was like, no, not with that girl. And I fucking didn't call her. And then she called my roommate. She's like, why hasn't he called me? And he's like, he's right here, ask him. And then she was like, I'm a cute girl. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, if you ask me out, I'll go. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, do you want to go out on a date? And she's like, yeah. And then we went on a date. And I was like, she's not a whore. Yeah. And I was like, she's just like a regular person who wants to meet people.
Yeah.
Like you can also be like,
at least she was nice about it. I feel like when guys reject me, I'm like, what are you, gay?
There's a number of those
what
girls
are you,
too.
gay?
There's a couple girls that are, I guarantee there's a chat thread like it says Bert sucks cock. Yeah. I'm certain of that. I could name them all 5 right now. So then where did you go to school?
I went to Marquette.
Really?
Marquette.
Chris Farley went to Marquette, right?
Yes, he did. We were in the same dorm rooms, not together, obviously, but
you look great.
I've been drinking baby blood. No, we were in McCormick, same exact dorm room. When I went there, I transferred halfway through my freshman year, and they're like, "This is Chris Farley's old dorm."
Really?
Yeah.
Were you a Farley fan?
I was a big fan of like Tommy Boy and like the movies, but I never really watched SNL back in the day.
Yeah. When did you start getting into comedy?
So I started technically in 2012, and then I did it for 2 years, and then I quit for 2 years, and then I came back, and then the pandemic hit. So I've only really been doing it for like 5.5 years.
Yeah.
And like 2 years full time.
When did you start digging comedy? Did you dig comedy as a kid?
So actually, this is like embarrassing to admit, but Dane Cook.
It's not embarrassing to admit at all. We just talked about this last night, me and Soder. People forget he introduced a whole generation to comedy.
Yeah.
He made comedy accessible. I'll never shit on Dane.
Yeah.
Like I might shit on a couple of his posts, but
yeah.
but no, I'll never shit on Dane because I was out in LA when he was doing it, and he there's so much great I could say about him about he created a genre of comedy, a style of comedy that everyone stole from.
Yeah. And well, he stole from people too, but I mean, that aside, I think, I was really into Dane. And then I remember Dave Attell did his Insomniac tour with Greg Giraldo, but I only watched it because Dane was on it. But I found Greg Giraldo and then I was like, oh, holy shit.
That's your brain.
Yeah. I was like, this is another level. Like, this is the kind of comedy I want to do. And then, once I saw like Jesselnick and Schumer and those people, I was just like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, yeah.
That's crazy. See, that's what's great about Dane.
Yeah.
It's what's great about podcasting.
Yeah.
Is that there are people I'm certain that don't like Joe's stand-up, but have found comics through Joe.
Right.
And there's people that don't like my stand-up that have found comics through me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have Matt Rife on the podcast, and our numbers were okay. And then he exploded, and everyone fucking watched it. And part of me goes, I wonder if any of those new children fan of those are going to come my way.
Yeah.
Maybe when I die, they'll be like, he was good.
Yeah, Matt's interesting because he's got women of all ages in a headlock. I was in the Spokane airport and there was she had to be 70-ish years old with her husband, clearly hating her husband, just scrolling through Matt Rife's TikTok. And I took a video and I sent it to Matt. I was like, you have these bitches in a chokehold. Wow. I have never, it's like the boy band phenomena. You know what I mean? Like where all these girls are like, we want to fuck him. And also he's incredibly talented and very, he's funny and he's great.
He's a sweet guy. He's been doing busting his ass in comedy for a long time.
Oh yeah. Since he was 14.
Yeah. And he, look, all you have to say to me is he toured with Ralphie.
Yeah.
You don't tour with Ralphie and not have a passion for comedy or food.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So did you start up in Wisconsin or
No, I started here.
Really?
Yeah. I took a class and then I was just like, here's the thing. I was an active alcoholic and I was drinking and I was treating it like a party. You know what I mean?
Like when you say, like I'm always curious of, because like we had an incident with a friend recently and I went, whoa. And I had an incident with a business partner where I saw what alcoholism really was, where I was like, it really is. I randomly, I talked to Dr. Drew about it today. And he said, no, it's when they're out of control. Like when they're out of control, there's no bringing that back in.
Yeah, it was just my only priority was getting fucked up. So I found comedy. And the first time I did comedy, I was like, oh, this is what I was born to do. But it didn't matter because I then just used comedy and comedy shows as a way to get fucked up. And I remember there was these shows back in LA when I first started called super secret comedy shows. And I was performing with like Theo and Damon Wayans and like all these people. And I was brand new. And I thought it was like Neil Brennan, all these people. I'm like, oh, I'm so whatever. I thought I had arrived. And I remember a friend came with me and I was shit-faced in the green room. And she's like, why are you drunk at work? And I was like, what? She's like, this is a job. You're treating it like a party. And I remember just being like, oh yeah, I need to like kind of take a step back and get my shit together. Cause it just like, it wasn't cute. I was just like sloppy and like, when you're a comic, you want to be left alone in the green room. And I was like, just like, hey, yeah, it was not a vibe.
Well, luckily you're pretty enough where I think people would let a lot of that pass.
Right. But that's not.
Especially with the group you just named.
Yeah. That's not what you want to be doing.
You're not going to hear a word from any of those guys.
Yeah.
She's been drinking.
Yeah. Better get her out of here.
Yeah, no, I was told the very first night, I've said this a million times, I'll say it one more time and do not edit this out. We edit a lot of my podcasts. People think I tell the same story a lot. You'd be shocked how many we edit out. I only have like 20 good stories. Did I tell you about when I was in Russia? But when my first night on stage, ever, I grabbed a Miller Lite, and the dude with me, who I always fuck up his name. He was a stand-up comic for a long time. He now has a podcast called, I think he changed it. But he's working comic. He was we're peers now, but we were both in Tallahassee. And he said, hey man, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I said, why? And he goes, because if you do that now, then you'll always have to do that to get on stage. He goes, you should treat this like a job and just do it sober. And I was like, okay. And I don't know what my drinking was like in college, where it is compared to today. I don't know. I'm assuming I'm worse today than I was in college. I don't know though. I think there's times I've been better and worse. I think I might just be adjacent, but I didn't drink on stage. I didn't drink until I got off stage. And because of that, I had this superpower where I was like, I don't need to be fucked up to do stand up.
Right.
And I watched so many of my friends have to get fucked up to do stand up. So many didn't even know what to do with their hands. They do the Letterman and they would go reaching for the stool to grab a beer, and you'd see it and you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
But that's good. So did you adjust that?
Yeah, so I got fucked up a few shows and then I stopped, and then I took 2 years off of comedy, and in those 2 years I got sober, and then I came back.
How hard was getting sober?
Brutally hard.
Really?
I mean, I drank when I started drinking at 16. I would drink like an entire bottle of like rum, tequila, whatever it was. I would drink the whole bottle.
Yeah.
And then it was just something that was part of my life from the time I was 16 until I quit at 28. And it coincided. So my mom committed suicide, and that was what made me get sober, because I was like, I can't process this if I'm just getting fucked up.
She killed herself in 2010-ish?
2017. So it was 3 days before my wedding.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like, I have a joke about it. I'm like, that's one way to RSVP. Just kidding. She wasn't invited. No. Yeah, so I was like, I need to get sober. So it was like two things at once. One, but I do think because my mom and I, we had such a fucked up relationship, and we were estranged for 6 years and hadn't talked. While her death was very hard, losing booze was way harder, because I'm like, that was at least reliable and we had some good times. You know, my mom was a cunt. Like, I think.
I want Leanne to come up here right now and go, hey, can I tell you my mom's stories?
Yeah.
It's kind of heartbreaking when I hear a story like yours, because I go, well, I wish it had been better. But
it made me who I am. You know what I mean? Because she taught me how not to treat people. Like, if I'm ever a parent, I know how not to parent. You know, like when I moved to California, she sent me my birth certificate, and she crossed off her name, and she said, not your mom. And I was like, the level of petty to deface a government document. Do you know how mad you have to be? And then when she died and we went to go sell her house, we had like little footprints. My sister and I put little footprints in the concrete, and she had mine covered up. I'm like, do you know how mad you have to be to do masonry?
This is the worst question I'm ever.
To fucking go to Home Depot and be stirring concrete.
This is the worst question I've ever asked anybody, but what did you do to her? I want to hear her side of the story.
I was an alcoholic. I was an alcoholic, and I would just tell her to fuck off. She just wasn't a nice mom, and you know, I didn't fuck with her. So I just stopped talking to her.
Matt Rife's dad killed himself.
I know, but he was like he was very young.
Yeah,
like,
he was
I
like
think
22.
Wait, the dad was 22, but Matt was like very young. Like, I'm saying,
Matt
like,
was a child,
like
I think.
2 or 3. Yeah.
How did your mom kill herself?
Gun.
Ooh, mouth or head?
Head. Gang shit. She fucking gang shit. You know, I mean, it's like,
you don't want to do mouth. I've learned through a number of people, don't want to do mouth, because I guess when you go to pull the trigger, there's some part of you that just wants to move your hand a little bit.
Right.
No one ever does it. Like this is a horrible conversation topic. But I was with a dude the other night who was explaining to me how suicide is a pretty rational option.
Yeah. It's a great choice.
Yeah, and he was like, and it was the funniest conversation I've ever been in, because I've never heard the other side of it.
Right.
And he was like, and he was telling me about it, and then all of a sudden his wife's like, stop talking about fucking suicide again.
Yeah.
But his dad botched a suicide, his brother botched a suicide, and Robespierre Maximilian botched a suicide.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that created cancel culture.
Oh, nice.
Rob's was really like the reign of terror in Paris. But it was cancel culture. He killed like 70,000 people.
Nice.
But he tried to kill himself, and apparently everyone shoots their jaw off.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom, she was pretty slick. She like put down a fucking plastic bag, got in a sleeping bag. This is very, you can cut this if you want to.
No.
Yeah,
this is the most engaging thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
She got in a sleeping bag. She took a practice shot at the wall, and then she killed herself. Not married to your dad anymore? No, they had divorced when I was very young. So she basically told everyone she was going out of town. And then, she told everyone she was leaving town. And then her on and off boyfriend was going to check, like, water the flowers and whatever, and at her house. And he didn't catch it. I think she did it right away, and he didn't catch it until like 2 weeks later. So by the time she was found, she was like full decomp. Oh, God. Yeah. And did you, I'm so bad at interviewing people. These are the weird questions. That's I wonder. Who told you? I think it was Tom. I think it was her ex-boyfriend called me. So it was like I actually got a call from her sister, and I was about to go get married. So I thought I'm like, it's a little early for a call because it was like 3 days before. It was a little early for a call about the wedding. And I got the call, and I remember she was like, "Are you driving?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You need to pull over." And I was like, "Is it mom or grandma?" Because my grandma was terminally ill with cancer. And she's like, "It's your mom." And I'm like, "How'd you do it?" Because I just knew. I knew. I mean, like, it was like the writing was on the wall for a long time. She was like schizoid at the end and like posting pictures of her like shooting at Target, saying she was going to kill people. She was like threatening to kill my dad. And this is like how small town how the small town we came from, because my ex stepmom called the police because my mom was like, literally texted my dad, "I'm going to kill you." And my stepmom called the cops, and the cops came over, and they're like, "What, are you afraid of a woman?" And my dad's like, "I'm not scared." My dad's like, "I'm fucking packing." He's like, "She can come drive me." And then like 3 weeks later, she was dead. So
holy shit.
Yeah.
And you were, and
I was like, but that's when we should have taken the gun away from her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're threatening to kill someone, the next person is you. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And did your sister have a hard time with it?
Very. My sister and my mom were very close. I was not close with my mom, so it was much easier for me. My sister's still pretty pissed at her.
Oh yeah. I guess you're mad at. Oh yeah. I don't know. I've had a lot of friends kill themselves. So many that at one point we had a suicide in our fraternity. When I was like 1 year, and then I mean, it's pretty crazy when you think about it, because like he got killed himself, and then everyone was like, after you do like a big group with the counselor comes in, and the counselor was like, everyone grieves in their own way, and then someone's like, "He's probably just gay," and everyone's like, "Yeah, he's definitely gay." And then the counselor's like, "Hang on, we don't want to blame anyone."
Yeah.
And then another guy killed himself, like
also gay.
And so we were like, and so the same counselor comes in. She's like, "Let's not jump to conclusions about why he did it." We're like, "We think he was probably dating the other guy." Yeah. And so he killed himself. He probably killed himself. And then the third person killed himself. I think in his message, he's like, "I'm not gay."
Not
just
gay.
so everyone knows, I'm not gay.
I just hate it here.
But after the fourth suicide, the counselor was like, "All right, what are you guys doing?" Right. She's like, "Maybe it's you." Like we had so many people kill themselves that we were like, "Oh, maybe it's us." I've had so many friends kill themselves.
Yeah.
Suicide's so fucked up. It's
kind of, but it's like, have you ever seen that Norm Macdonald bit where he talks about suicide? He's like, every time someone commits suicide, people are like, "I can't believe they did that." And it's like, really? You can't believe it? Like,
yeah.
Life is tough.
Life is really tough.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy, one of my best friends killed himself, and I think it was an accident. I think he was. I didn't think he. He was crazy. Like it was
overdose.
No. In a closet with a towel.
That's not an accident.
Yeah, no, it's not an accident.
Yeah, you don't stumble into a closet.
Oh, what the fuck is this nurse? Yeah. Apparently, it's a nice way to go because I shouldn't say that, but like you pass out. You pass out. You just pass out and then you die.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't even know if I could do it if I was terminally ill. Like if they're like, "Yeah, the last month's going to be hell." I don't know if I could do it even then.
I could.
Yeah?
Yeah, like fistful of morphine, I'm out. Like how Doug Stanhope helped kill his mom.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That's insane.
Did you ever hear the story? They thought it was bingo. Oh yeah.
No, but Doug wrote about it in his book about how he helped.
It's great.
Yeah.
So his mom, I'm telling Doug's story, but I don't care. It's a good story.
He told it. Yeah.
He's told it a number of times.
Yeah.
He's so good at telling stories.
Yeah, he's great.
He was telling a story to me one time. It was I had to be on stage. I had to be. And he goes, he dated one of the girls from Head of the Class. Do you remember the TV show Head of the Class? It was really popular. He dated the hot chick. And he goes, and she cheated on me. I can't say the guy's name for legal purposes, but I can tell you what he does for a living. He's the Prince of Monaco.
Okay.
And so they do it. I apologize, Doug. I think, and tell me if you've heard this. Hopefully you have, so I'm not sharing stories. Some people will tell me a secret, and then
You'll think you heard it somewhere else. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So his mom decides she wants to pass, so she takes a bunch of Xanax, and they all take a bunch of Xanax. They all fucking get fucked up with his mom.
You can't overdose on Xanax.
I thought it was Xanax.
Very difficult. No, it's morphine.
Is that what she took?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think he took Xanax.
Yeah, he probably took some Xanax to chill out.
Yeah, to chill out. And so they watched fucking Home Shopping Network, I think, and ran up her credit cards.
Oh, yes, I've heard this. Yeah.
Ran up her credit cards.
Yeah.
And
the statute of limitations on that, he had to wait to tell the story.
Yeah, he was like, I got to wait like 8 months to tell the story.
Yeah.
Ran up like 20 grand on her credit card. And then they wake up. Doug wakes up. He's like, fuck, my mom's dead. He has this moment, calls 911. You may want to come. My mother's passed. You may want to come pick her up. 911 comes in with a stretcher, and they start loading Bingo on the stretcher. They go, yeah, man, that's tough. And Bingo's so fucking out of it. She's on the stretcher. Doug comes in. He goes, you got the wrong one. It's her, the old lady.
I've never heard that. That's so funny.
Yeah. So, but
oh, is that funny?
But yes, suicide sucks for the people that stick around.
Yeah.
But if you're not there,
but if
I don't want to justify suicide because it's not, because I've had too many. I've told my daughters that is the one thing. I've said it so much because they were there when my friend killed himself and they watched me just mourn. I had to mourn openly because we were supposed to do a bunch of shit and I was really upset. He was like my best friend.
I'm sorry.
And it stinks.
I'm sorry,
It's crazy. It's crazy. I flew home to his family and it's just bizarre. The whole fucking experience is like, just happens so instantly, which is kind of the way you want people to mourn for you a little bit. I sound like I'm justifying suicide. I'm not. But like we were talking about death the other day. I don't want to go out in a long, drawn out thing where you pass and then everyone's like, yeah, he's in a better place.
Yeah.
I want it to happen instantly where people are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I want it to be newsworthy.
I had an astrologist tell me that I was going to get murdered for my money. And I was like, I'm going to have money. That's very exciting. And then he's like, no, I mean, it could be like the $100 in your purse right now. And I'm like, well, that's not as exciting.
That's not as thrilling as fucking my millions.
Yeah. I was like, I want to get murdered. That's exciting. That's a good way to go. But then once I heard that, I was like fucked up for a week. I was like, I don't want to be murdered. That sucks. And then once I accepted it, I was like, every plane I get on, every car I'm in, every situation where it's like near death, I'm like, this isn't it.
This isn't it. I wish I knew I was going to get
dark
murdered.
alley. Like, I'm just like, you can't get me.
I wish I knew how I was going to. That would be cool if you knew how you were going to die.
Yeah. You can talk to my astrologist who's high on Valium. He'll tell you.
Leanne had a fortune teller.
Psychic,
The psychic come over. And
Miss Cleo.
She comes over and it's George's birthday and they do this fucking psychic thing. And I told about it in one of my specials. The part I didn't tell is first thing she says to George is, I swear to God, she goes, you were a soldier in a great war. You were a general. You were a general in a big war. You were responsible for the death of 257 men. And George was like, huh? She goes, those men's souls will haunt you until the day you die.
So this is your daughter?
Said it to my daughter. It's George's birthday. I was like, happy birthday. And then she looks at George's friend. I'm not lying at all. And goes, you have breast cancer. There's a lump in your breast. Go to the bathroom. She goes in the bathroom. She comes back sobbing. She goes, there's a fucking lump in my breast. Leanne's like, what the fuck? She goes, for $50, I can get rid of it. And Leanne's like, God, fucking get rid of it. Get rid of it. She goes, hoogity boogity, hoogity boogity, or whatever she did. And then she goes, go back and feel your breast. And the girl goes, it's not there. And Leanne's like, get the fuck out of our house.
You fucking witch.
So then Leanne, so we buy this new house, right? Not this house, but our other house. Yeah. And so Leanne goes, I'm gonna have her come over and check for spirits. And she comes over and she's checks for spirits and she goes, there's a dead boy lives in the basement. His name is Max. He likes your dogs. And Leanne's like, he likes our dogs? And she goes, yeah. And what's crazy is that Izzy, our brand new dog, would do this weird thing where she would play with something that wasn't there in the thing. We're like, fuck. And she goes, I'll talk to Max for $150. I'll talk to Max. I'll tell him not to bother the girl's bedroom or your bedroom. Stay in the basement and he can play with the dogs. And we're like, great. And then she looks at me and goes, you have stomach cancer. And I was like, motherfucker. She goes, for $150 I can get rid of it. I just said to Leanne, I go, just do the fucking thing. Just do the fucking thing. So then when I had her come on, just bleep the thing I was telling you about, I said, she's great. She's really interesting. No one make eye contact with her. You will have cancer, and it'll cost you $150 to get rid of it.
That's also so cheap to get rid of cancer.
She just
feel
walked
like
through.
she needs to.
Oh, she walked through and fucking was just like, let me talk to you. You have a, but that fucking lady.
Oh man.
So I'm not a big psychic.
Psychics, yeah. No, they're nuts.
So wait, do you want to be rich?
Of course. Yeah.
You see, like, it seems like a weird thing to, like, these days, it seems like people don't want to reward people who want to be rich or want to be famous. Like, even Shane, we'll take a look at Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
You'll never, like, I think people champion him because he's this underdog. Mm-hmm. But the second he gets to, like, fucking Louis status where he's, like, flying in private jets and gets a nice watch and no longer.
Well, he wore a Versace shirt the other day. He's on his way, baby.
Oh yeah.
To the bites. No, I don't know. I think there's a level of talent where it's just like, I remember I heard Seinfeld say this once. He was talking to a comic, I can't remember who, about, do you want to be famous? And they said, it feels gross to say I want to be famous. And Seinfeld just said very matter-of-factly, he said, being the best in this business comes with fame and money. So if you want to be good at this, that's what comes with it. Yeah. And I remember being like, oh yeah, that's very simple.
Yeah. Oh, it's. I mean, it's interesting because I have my best friends Rogan has consistently said I don't want to be famous, and then I remember I was talking with Tom and Ari one time, and Ari's like, "Then quit your podcast,
right?
Just quit your podcast and go live in a hole."
Yeah, you have enough money.
Yeah, you have enough money. Yeah, just stop what you're doing. And he's like, "But I love it." And he goes, "Well, then that's what comes with it,
right?
Then that's the rub.
Yeah,
is if you want to do, I mean, it's such a fucked up procedure because if you want to do if you like doing stand up, you do clubs, right? Mm-hmm. You can always do what Attell did. Attell did not want to be famous, so he didn't.
Right?
He didn't. He chose not to. Mm-hmm. They wanted him to do theaters. He said no, and they were like, well, "Hold on, it's more money." He said, "I don't need the money. All I got to take care of is me and my mom. I'm good." And he just did clubs, and he still does clubs. Mm-hmm. And whenever he goes out and I put him on any fucking show, everyone's like, who the fuck is that? And you're like, it's the best comic that's ever lived.
Yeah. But
he did not chase fame.
Right.
So it's so disingenuous to hear comics pretend they want to be Attell, but just go out and do, like, I don't have no problem. I don't understand people not liking fame.
Right.
It's fucking so enjoyable.
Yeah. To
walk into someone and someone go, dude, you've made me so happy so many times. Yeah. Thank you so much for what you do. Yeah. And you go, hey, thank you.
Well, that's what makes it all worth it. Because, like, the flip side of the coin is, like, this, like, being on the road dogging it, being away from your family, being away from your friends, being your diet fucked up, everything fucked up. It's like when you see people that are like, you have helped me get through this last year. It's like, that's what makes it worth it, because I'm like, I'm struggling. You know what I mean? And the fact that I could turn my struggle into something that helped you struggle less, that's beautiful. That's what it's for.
It's exactly what it's for. What I think is, and look, and I have a problem with oversharing because I tell everything about my life to everyone.
Right.
But I do think that fucked up brains help fucked up brains. Look, if you don't have a fucked up brain, then you definitely shouldn't be following anything I do.
Right.
If you're a person that's got your shit dialed in, you're eating your macros, you get up at 4 a.m, you work out, you journal, you fucking sauna, then polar plunge, and then you go out for a 10-mile jog before you come home and eat a carnivore diet. Like, if you're that dude, I may not be for you. But if you're a fucked up person who's like, yeah, man, I deal with anxiety and a little OCD, and I party my dick off, and I'm in love with my wife, but I'm a fucking mess, like. And you want to try to find your way. I'm looking for that path through the woods. Yeah. You know? Does that make sense?
But it makes sense. But I do think also, like, the straight-laced people, like, you appeal to them also because you're kind of like a peek into a different.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a different world. They're like, man, how fun would it be to be that guy?
I'm what's behind door 3.
Yeah.
And you're like, shut the fuck up.
I feel like the comic that's having the most fun. Like, I look at your life and I'm just like, he's fucking having a blast.
I said to someone today, who was I talking? Oh, I was talking to my personal trainer. She said, how's your day going? And I said, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And she goes, really? I said, yeah, I just had a great conversation with my daughter driving her to school. And I had a great conversation with Dr. Drew. Mm-hmm. And then I called another buddy, like, on the ride home. And I said, I have a great podcast lined up today. I'm looking forward to this workout. I feel good. I've been, it's amazing how good you feel when you don't party. Although I
Mhm.
smoked weed yesterday, but I don't think that counts.
That's not partying.
And so, and I was like, I feel great. I said, I go, honestly, I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Mhm.
And she was like, you say that a lot. And I was like, yeah, but I think I am.
Yeah.
Like both of my parents are still alive, which is like crazy to me. That's why I wonder who gives the phone call. Like that's the thing I'm most nervous about is who's going to tell me my dad died.
Don't think about it. Just stay in today.
I think about it all the time.
Don't think about it.
Think about it all the time.
Because then you're just putting that energy out there. Just stay in today and stay grateful that he's alive today.
Yeah.
When my dad dies, I'm out.
Really?
He's my best friend.
Yeah.
I can't think about that. Like literally when I'm doing acting scenes and I have to cry, that's what I think about. Because but then I also feel bad even like thinking about it because I'm like, I don't even want to put that energy into the universe.
You don't want to put energy out there. I believe in that.
Yeah.
But you do want to put good energy out there.
Yes.
So what do you want out of your career? What do you want? Like if I said, okay, ready? Let's say I'm going to do end of 2023, before 2025, and then up to 2030.
Okay, wow.
So like, I always do this. I always answer it first. I'm good at analogies, but then I'm good at analogies because I think that's the way for me.
Yeah.
So, but I'll just let you do it. So end of 2023, what would you like to have happen?
End of 2023, I want to start my podcast and then I want to...
Wait, how come? I'm going to stop you right here.
Okay.
Why don't you have a podcast?
Because I didn't think that I had a good idea for one until recently, and I finally got one, and I finally got a podcast co-host that I'm very excited about.
Who?
Brittany Schmitt. She's fucking hilarious. Like
she's fucking awesome.
Kind of like conversationally one of the funniest people I've ever met. She makes me like stop breathing every time we talk. She's so
hilarious.
fucking funny. So we want to, we want to do a podcast called Unhinged where people just write in like their craziest, like most unhinged dating stories, wedding stories, family stories, and then just kind of talk about.
That's a great idea.
Off of that.
That's a great idea.
So I want to do that. I want to finish my tour. I want to tape another special.
So what I saw. So you have two. This is how you're about to hear how little I pay attention to life.
That's okay.
You have two different outfits that I saw.
Yeah. So one is a Don't Tell special. One's a Comedy Central. Those are both shorts. And then I did a 30 with 800-pound gorilla.
Okay.
So I think I want to do, I have an hour, but I think people's attention span is so short. And if I'm self-producing it, I think doing a 30 with some friends will be good. So I want to do that before the end of the year. So podcast, new special.
And then, to 2025.
2025. So that by then, hopefully, I want my movie to be getting made.
Yeah, in production.
In production, yeah. I wrote a movie called Sorry for the Mess, and it's about my mom's suicide. And it's about, basically, I'm the black sheep of this Catholic family. And I get put in charge of the funeral, but suicide is a mortal sin in the Catholic faith, so I can't find a real priest, so I hire a fake priest. And then it's just like the family executing my mom's will and me trying to hide from everybody that this guy is a fraud. Yeah. And then us kind of figuring out like what really happened.
Have you written it?
Yeah, it's done.
That's great. Do you have a team you're working with?
No.
Okay, we can make that happen. Keep going.
Yeah. So hopefully 2025 that. And
then 2030.
2030.
Like, this is the big picture.
Yeah.
Because now you have the big house.
Right.
Now you have the big house. I don't know. Are you with someone? Are you still married?
I'm divorced.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to have a partner again. I do miss, I feel like stand-up is such a lonely thing when you're alone. You know what I mean? Like being on the road in those hotels by myself. You travel very differently. You travel with people, but I'm at that stage where I'm traveling alone and I'm like, nobody knows where I am or what I'm doing. I could be doing anything. Like as an addict, that's not good. So I would like to have a partner.
It's so funny.
Again.
I only know you as dialed in and controlled.
Yeah.
Like I don't know you as the fucking...
Yeah.
As unhinged.
Yeah.
But I only know, I've only seen you very measured. And in your stand-up, you've talked about being sober. Yeah. And so I only know you as that. Please keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So by then, obviously, hopefully theater comic, working a successful podcast, a couple movies, TV shows, whatever. You know, whatever. Here's the thing. I feel like, I think Tom Segura said this. He was talking about, he's like, just let it.
He talks?
Yeah, barely. Not when he's with you.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. He was saying, just let it surprise you. You know what I mean? Like have plans and like be excited, but like let it surprise you. And I kind of was like, oh yeah, I like that. Cause I feel like every time I go into a year, I'm like, these are my goals. I want to get this done. And then that doesn't happen. And I'm like, well, I'm a fucking loser. Yeah. You know what I mean? But other things are happening that are bigger picture better for my career. So.
Every year on my birthday, I sit down and I write out the number of goals for however old I am. I've been doing it since I was 26, and every year I accomplish them. But I believe no, but well, I'm very lucky, but I also am very driven. No one ever sees that side of me. I don't show it. I'm not proud of it. I try to hide my ambition. It's come out more recently. Like people have seen that I do. I am ambitious and I do work very hard. It's not the sexiest part of me. The part of me that I think I want everyone to see is that I have a good time. I like to have fun.
Yeah. But with all the stuff you're doing, there's no way you're not a hustler. You know what I mean? With everything, you look at just everything you're up to, people aren't going to be like, oh, he's lazy. Right. Yeah.
But I liked when people thought I was lazy and stupid.
Yeah.
Because then
that's easy.
Well, once people see there's not a slickness to it, but that there's a plan in motion, then all of a sudden, I don't know. I just never found it. I never found ambitious comics the sexy comic to watch. Yeah. Personally, I was always into the messed up comic, the broken comic, and I think I tried to hide my ambition with my. Now I feel like I'm in therapy. My broken parts. I tried to cover it with booze and weed and cigars and.
But don't you think that sort of broken comedy is sort of a thing of the past? Like we just watched all of those bright lights crash and burn, where Kinnison, Pryor, like all these people just had it burned really bright, but then it kind of just faded. I feel like now it's more of a wave to take care of yourself and to realize there's a bigger picture. And
I think so, but also like no one's gonna. No one in our generation is going to be better than Giraldo. It's not going to happen. No one's going to be better than Patrice.
What's crazy is I actually rewatched Dave Attell's Insomniac tour recently because I was trying to find a joke from there. And I was like, this guy is so fucking smart. And he's so funny. And so few people in the general public knew about him because he died so young.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, aside from his roasts.
And his roasts were genius.
The best.
I can speak candidly. Patrice would be rolling his eyes at my career. He would be like, oh no, but I was friends with Patrice, but the way I work, though, as hard as I work, Patrice wasn't that guy. He did not work very hard. And that's kind of his brilliance, is that he was just so always in that zone of comedy. And he didn't, when I say this, this could be sacrilege. He didn't even do stand-up that much. Yeah. Like he didn't get on stage that often. Yeah. Like I would argue I was getting on stage more than him when we were both in New York, because he wasn't like running uptown and then come. He'd just go to the cellar, and there was a big period of time he wasn't allowed on stage at the cellar. Yeah. So but those guys, like the Giraldos, the Hedbergs, the Patrices, the way that comedy's turned, where you have to self-promote, you have to, what's interesting is Patrice never had a bad word to say about Dane. Right. Never once had a bad word to say about Dane. Yeah. And I always thought with his cynicism, something negative would come out, but man, he celebrated Dane. He was like, no, Dane's never made it unclear to anyone that he wants to be a movie star. Yeah. This is his path. Yeah. You got to respect what a man wants. Patrice is a tricky fucking dude. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I definitely I put things out there that I want, and I go for what I want. Yeah. Because I never felt like it was going to happen to me. Yeah.
And then when it started happening and you started getting evidence that it was going to happen, you're like, why not keep going?
Yeah. Well, the first thing started happening, and then I was like, I wanted a Netflix special. And then I got it. I got it. Like I like hustled.
And then were you like so excited when you got it?
It's probably the best news I've ever gotten in my career. Yeah. I remember, I can tell you where I was sitting. Yeah. I can tell you that they told me how much money it was, and I said, I don't care. I don't even care. I have a Netflix special. Because they had offered me a half hour, and I turned it down. And this was unheard of. I talked to Ari, Joe, and Tom, and all of them said, get on the platform. Get on the platform. That's the most important thing. But in my head, I was like, the most important thing is the art form of the hour. The hour for me was so important. I was like, I have crafted an hour. Like I have an hour. This is a good hour, and a good hour is better than anything, in my opinion. And so when I got it, I was sitting and right where Ari drugged me, and oddly enough, and it was the same sunset. Yeah, and I was through the fucking roof. But I got it through me working hard. And then I was, as soon as that happened, maybe to my detriment, I was like, oh, now I want this. Now I want this. And then all of a sudden you start to get to a point where you can say whatever you want. And then they just get it for you. And then you're like, well, hold on. Maybe can someone say no to me?
Right.
Because I don't know if all my ideas are good.
Right.
I don't know if I want to do a pandemic tour.
Right.
Fuck. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, I believe in, but it is fun to have it excite you.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's refreshing to hear because oftentimes I feel like when I talk to comics who have gotten everything that they ever wanted, they're like, I'm still sad.
Oh no, when you get it and you haven't earned it, that's the sadness.
Yeah.
But like if you didn't have anything, like I didn't get successful until I was 44.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice to be like 44 and think you're a loser.
Yeah.
And you have 2 kids and then be like, well, fuck, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You know? Do you think you'll have kids? Gentlemen across the nation, I have an urgent message for you. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. The brand that took your balls to space is now launching them into the ultrasphere, introducing the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, featuring a new cutting-edge design and next-generation dual skin-safe blade heads for different shaves. It's pretty much a spaceship to take your boys downstairs to the next level. I'm lucky to be one of the first ones to try the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. And I will say right now, calling it a game changer is an understatement. This bad boy has dual LED spotlights to provide contrast on multiple skin tones. I'm telling you right now, if you're not shaving your balls, you're an animal, in my opinion. And by the way, if you're doing it with hair clippers, you are fucking rolling the dice on a lot of blood. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BERT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code BERT at manscaped.com. Your balls have been through enough. It's time to go ultra with Manscaped. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever feel like your brain's getting in its own way? I've read this read before, but that landed so hard. I would like to talk to you about my flying experiences. That is when my brain gets in its own way. I know what I should do. I know what's good for me, but I can't do it. And I drink. I drink on planes. I've been doing it for a very, 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 very long time. I am more aware that me drinking on planes is not, it will kill me before a plane will. But I can't help it. I can't help it. I have made strides these last probably 3 months in my flying. I've had, I think, maybe 10 sober flights, and I will attest a lot of it's to therapy. A lot of it's just getting your brain to be on your own team. Therapy helps you figure out what's holding you back so you can work for yourself instead of against yourself. Obviously, I overshare everywhere, and I'm oversharing now. But I will tell you that when I start getting lost now, or when I start fighting with myself, or when I start getting in my own head, I immediately, there's a chat thread with my therapist and my wife and Peter. I text them and I'm like, I need therapy. If you're thinking about starting therapy, which I will tell you, I just told one of my best friends that I grew up with, he should definitely start therapy. I will say that to everyone. Isla said the other night, everyone should be in therapy. Everyone should. It should be given to us by the state. I think it would be so much better for everyone. But if you are thinking about starting therapy, I applaud you, and I will say immediately, give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, which is the best way to do therapy, because it's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, so you never feel like they're taking away from your day. That's how I feel. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, and you get matched to a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Bert today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Bert. Do you think you'll have kids?
So I just froze my eggs. I'm just like...
Oh, I did too. On accident. I put them in the wrong side of the fridge.
Yeah. I'm open to it, but it's like not anytime soon because like my career is coming first right now.
It's really popping off. Do you feel it?
It's funny people say that, and I'm like, when I go on the road and I tour and I'm still not selling out, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard because I feel like the life I have right now is exactly what I wanted 3 years ago, but I feel like life is a little bit like thinking you want something, getting it, and realizing you want something else on repeat till you die. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, people say I'm popping off, but I'm like, am I? I don't know.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Because there are parts where you go, I got it, but this isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Or even like, I just got JFL new faces and I'm like, the only thing new about my face is all the Botox. Like I'm not at this point.
Wait, who are you with on new faces?
Audrey Stewart, Leslie Liao, Troy Bond. God, there's this one guy. What's his name? Derek Stroop, I think is his name.
Derek Stroop.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, he knocked every new face out of the fucking water. He went up before me and he made the room so hot that I couldn't fail. He was so fucking good.
You and Derek Stroop on a tour together would be fucking money.
We have the same manager. He's just brilliant. Like he reminds me a little bit of like a Southern like Bill Burr-esque, like where he's just so funny.
His perspective is so original.
Yeah.
It's so original. Yeah. And he is, I was laying in bed one morning and someone, I don't know who, someone in my team, probably my agent, Nick, was like, yo, have you seen this? And it was an internal UTA tape of Derek's. And I fucking sat in my thing and I laid in my bed and I watched it and I was crying laughing. And I hit up Derek, I hit up Nick, I hit up UTA. I was like, dude, get him on my tour. Yeah. So we brought him out.
And, he went on tour with you?
Yeah, he went on tour with me. We brought him out and I want to say his first show, he killed so hard that I was like, hey, can we move him up in the lineup? Yeah. He was destructive. Yeah. It was thunder.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I was at JFL and Wait in the Wings, I'm hearing him just fucking murder. I'm like, he's either going to make it so hot I can't fail or he's going to bury my ass. And he made it so hot I couldn't fail.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it was
the best.
Fucking,
getting behind one of those guys.
Oh, yeah. I was like, woo, I'm going to ride that.
You know who mine was? Earthquake.
Oh, I love Earthquake.
I followed Earthquake when I was 26 years old at the Laugh Factory. Everyone was terrified to follow him, and I was like, "Whoa, no! Yeah, this is a dead room. Yeah, the guy that's going to murder you think you have a bad set after him? Yeah, no.
Oh my god!
I followed Earthquake, and I fucking ended up getting a deal from it. Name how many people would you get rid of a body for? For real, get rid of a body. Like, go, hey, I'm on your team. Let's get rid of this body.
Probably like 2.
Really, your sister?
No.
No. Ooh. Derek Stroop.
Yeah, Derek Stroop. My best friend Claudia. And my dad.
And your dad. Yeah. Oh,
but my dad could get rid of his own body. He's got, 19 acres and tractor and all sorts of tools.
I would tell my dad, you had a good run. You're on your own.
Yeah.
I was like, I got like an arena tour coming up. Yeah. If someone needs to pay for my sisters, I got this. Yeah. I know Tom would get rid of a body for me. Yeah. He said something one time. Someone left a negative comment on his Instagram about me. Mm-hmm. We used to bust balls really hard, and sometimes fans wouldn't get it, and they'd go in hard on Tom or go in hard on me to each other, and he would be like, the fuck's wrong with these people? Yeah. And one time, in like very quietly, he goes, "Oh, just let them come after my best buddy." Yeah. And I went, "Oh, yeah." I go, "You get rid of a body for me, wouldn't you?" He goes, "You have no idea." Yeah. He goes, "You think I would dark now?" Garth Brooks these motherfuckers. Yeah. That would be great if Garth Brooks called him up and was like, "Tom, we need to get rid of a body." Yeah. He'd be like, Tom would be like, I'm in. I'm bringing the chainsaw. Right all along. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Can I ask you a personal question?
Absolutely.
I've never understood 2 dudes and a girl.
Okay.
And you've done it, right?
No.
Wait,
but I like that assumption.
No, but you said that you had a threesome
with Keith. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was like we all were in this.
I definitely don't understand that either.
Yeah.
But I don't know, black dudes always want to share chicks.
Yes, that is wild. That's something that I never really I remember because I hooked up with a basketball team in college all the time, and guys would just call their friends in, and he'd be like, "Come on," and I'm like, "No, no." It's like, "Come get some of this," and it's like, "Why? Why isn't this enough?"
Yeah, I have a good friend. I'm going to say his name. You got to bleep it out. And they were like, we were talking, and they're like, "You ever been on a train?" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, 2 dudes and a girl, and I went, "No." And they're like, "You might be gay." And I was like, wait, I don't think that makes you gay.
2 dudes is kind of gay.
I think it's gay.
Yeah, I always think it's weird when 2 guys have their dicks out at the same time. There's something a little, yeah.
I understand 2 girls and a guy.
That I've done a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, tell me about one of those.
Yeah, I mean,
let's go viral real quick.
Here's the thing: I'm too competitive for threesomes. So I've like, back in my day, I would like initiate it. I'd be like, let's have a threesome. Then I'd get there and be like, yeah, just fuck her. Like, I would like walk out. I'd be like, well, fuck me then. Like, just leave. I was not a team player.
Oh, but I'm too insecure to be in a threesome.
Yeah, I
would be like.
You really have to be with a guy who knows what he's doing too, because most guys just cave. Like most guys can't even handle one. You know, it's like most guys are disappointing one woman at a time.
Yeah.
This is one guy disappointing two women at the same time.
I would like to be in a threesome with my wife and have her explain to the other person just how it works. She's like, just it's gonna be quick. So get your stuff ready.
It's gonna be quick.
It's gonna be really quick.
It's gonna be quick, and he's gonna think you have germs.
Unless you do not touch his tits, because he'll come right away. So stay away from that. And then
ask him about his development deals when you go down there. Ask him how he's so successful.
If you talk too much, he's gonna come.
Yeah.
You really got to stay away from his dick for a long time. You'd be shocked.
Yeah. No, the 2-guy threesome is not for me.
Yeah.
Most threesomes aren't for me. That's like back in my fucking early 20s. You know what I mean?
Really?
I'm like, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, no, I was talking to a baseball player recently and he was like, let's have a threesome. He's 26. It's like, let's have a threesome. I was like, I can't do that.
On like DMs?
No, I mean like in real life we're like hooking up and he's like, would you want to have a threesome? And I was like, listen, I will snuff the life out of somebody if I'm not getting dick. Like if you're giving old girl too much attention.
Did your DMs blow the fuck up when your clip started going viral? Did your DMs blow the fuck up with famous dudes?
No famous dudes. Nobody good.
Really?
Yeah, no, nobody good. Like there's, so I've done like a few interviews at Barstool with the KFC guys.
I think I saw you on one the other day.
Yeah. And every time I do one of those, I'll have like married athletes slide in my DMs. And I'm like, I'm not 20 anymore. I'm not doing this. But it's like the first post is like the love of my life. And they're like, yo, girl, what up? And I'm like, get a grip. You know what I mean? Like, I'm too old for that. But yeah, no good DMs. Like nobody's sliding. I have 0 prospects right now. I'm not dating anyone.
Really?
Yeah. I was talking to that.
Good though.
Yeah.
Like I think especially if you're focusing on your career.
Yeah.
Look, as an outsider on this, I would drop everything that isn't you and get on that U train and just fucking barrel forward. I think you have a moment right now that's happening, especially with JFL just having happened. And the thing where comedy's going.
Yeah, but JFL was a little underwhelming because the industry's on strike. So it's like I couldn't even talk to anyone about anything.
But that's okay. Wait, pull up her tour dates. Can you pull up her tour dates real quick? Is it Brittany Schmitt?
Yeah, it's just BrittanySchmitt.com.
Oh, what a great.
It's me in my pimp fucking jacket.
It's a great picture.
Thank you.
Helium is a great fucking club.
Mm-hmm.
Helium. You're in Indy Helium, St. Louis Helium, Philly Helium, Buffalo Helium. You got a Helium run.
Mm-hmm.
18, 19, 25, 26?
Yeah.
That's fucking great. Chicago Zanies. I never did Zanies. I always wish I had. Tempe.
Riot.
That's great, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good.
So who do you bring people with you when you go on the road?
Yeah, I try to, but it's kind of tricky because like they have to pay for themselves to come, and so it's just like comics who have money because there's not many of those. So, yeah. Do
you ever go out with Shane anymore?
No.
It's bullshit.
I know.
He's kind of changed.
Yeah, he's changed. No, Shane's interesting. I think he doesn't bring women on the road very often, and it used to be because of his girlfriend, but now he's single, so now it's just because he doesn't like women.
No,
I'm just kidding.
You like that, Pierce?
Because he doesn't think women are funny.
What? That's fucking crazy. What, are you going to start the podcast in a podcast network with Brittany, or just?
We're in like the infantile stages of it. We're going to pitch and get going. Yeah, it's going to take a lot because Brittany's married to Tommy Lee. You know what I mean? So she's like got a pretty chill life. So it's going to take a lot.
She started doing stand up.
Yeah,
I found her on Vine.
Yeah, she got real famous on Vine, and then she just took time off, and now she's starting to do stand up. But in order to get her out of the house, I'm going to have to get a pretty good deal together for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could put together the perfect female comedy tour, meaning one you would be like inspired to go to every weekend where you are on it, right? It's Kings of Comedy, but just female chicks, females.
Yeah.
Who would you want to be on with?
Oh, this is a tough question. Because there's women whose comedy I love, but then I don't get along with them. You know what I mean?
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of just do whatever the fuck I want, and I hate to say this, but I'm pretty, and they fucking hate it. You know what I mean?
No,
I've gotten a lot of hate for that my whole career, my whole life. So it's just like they just talk mad shit. Like I just started an OnlyFans to like fucking, because these guys in my DMs are like, "Where's your OnlyFans?" And I literally just took pictures off of my Instagram, took them all down, re-uploaded them to OnlyFans, and now I'm like charging people for it. And in 2 weeks, I made $30,000. So I'm just like. And I'm like, the town is a buzzing. Like everyone's talking about it. They're like, she started an OnlyFans. I'm like, it was a matter of time. You know what I mean? I'm like, you guys are going to talk shit anyway.
But edit the first part out, but keep the OnlyFans part in. So wait, you have an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I think Peter subscribed to it.
Who's Peter?
My assistant.
Well, it's nothing special. It's literally something I could show my grandma. She is dead, but I would show her.
Wait, how far would you go on OnlyFans for money? Let's set the table, okay?
Yeah.
So we know the base. We'll probably edit out numbers just to keep things discreet.
Yeah.
But so because I wanted to start an OnlyFans for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I want to go full nude.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I have the fan base that would support that. Like I don't know. It would just be dudes.
Are you talking about you?
I'm talking about me.
Okay.
So like the real money you get made is
full nude. People want to see puss and butthole and nip. Yeah.
Is that on the table?
No.
Price point?
No.
Price point?
No.
No, hold on. $10 million a year.
No.
$20 million a year.
No.
Hold on. I said 20. You still can do stand up.
I heard you.
Okay.
I don't need, while my dad is alive, I do not need my pussy on the internet. I fucking save that for these stupid guys. I said that for free to guys that ignore me. You know, I'm like, how am I going to get a text back from this 26-year-old baseball player if my pussy's everywhere?
My number was so low for my full dick.
Yeah, but you're a guy and you're also really successful. I think here's the thing. I was talking about doing an OnlyFans like a year ago. The KFC guys were like, start an OnlyFans. And I talked to a bunch of people that I respected, comics. And they're like, if you want to get anywhere in this industry, don't have an OnlyFans because that's going to be something where like networks are looking at, you know, your movie. And they're like, yeah, but she's got her ass on the internet.
Changing.
That's what they say. But Santino told me, he's like, the industry, well, edit this out or whatever, but he told me, he's like, the industry acts like they're woke. He's like, but they're actually still deeply the same. You know what I mean? Like, in
you don't have to edit that out. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
no, the industry hasn't changed.
Right. But I'm like, Marilyn Monroe used to be in movies and she showed her fucking
tits in the 50s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just like,
and bush. I think she had full bush.
I think there's room for me to show my ass and also make a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. OnlyFans is interesting. I tried to sign up for one the other day. Oh, wow. What am I saying? Why would I even say this? I don't know. It was a how to give a sensual massage. Yeah. Shout out to Foxy Dreams.
Yeah.
I think is her name. And I was in the sauna and I was saying to myself, I can't believe I'm sharing this. I just shared it with my wife the other day. Oh, motherfucker. I need to learn to fucking shut my goddamn mouth. So my wife and I are doing this thing where we're dating each other again, and it's really great.
Yeah.
It's really, really great.
Yeah.
Sex has been insane, but I realize I'm not drinking right now, and I do this assessment. I write in my journal every morning. I realize I do whatever pleasure is, I do it the same way. I go after it hard. I don't enjoy it, I just go after it. Mm-hmm. And then if you go after pleasure too hard, you just get it and it's over, and then you go, when do I get it again?
Yeah, it's an empty feeling afterwards. Yeah.
And I was doing that a little bit with sex with my wife, where I was like, we're in this great place, but I just go after it. And it wasn't like that when we first started dating each other again, meaning like just romantically. It was fun and playful and crazy and long. And then all of a sudden I'm going, so I'm in the sauna and I go, I haven't given her like a full massage. I was like, I want to learn how to give like a sensual massage that like turns her on. So I go to Pornhub and
that's where it's at.
Well, I go, when you can type in anything.
Yeah.
Cream pie, pussy, this.
Yeah.
Type in tutorial, nothing shows up.
Yeah.
No tutorials, no shit. Yeah. And so I'm like, fucking no tutorial.
Yeah.
And so then I get one, and I want to say her name's Foxy Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
That's her Instagram. Google Foxy Dreams official, I think. And then she says she's a little pregnant in it. And she's
that.
like, great accent, not really sure where it's from, tatted up. And she's like, she starts to show how to give the massage. And then I'm like, great. And then right when she gets to the money part, she goes, you can find the rest of this on my OnlyFans.
Right.
And I was like, fuck. And I was like, well, that's Roxy Fox. I think that's her. I think that's her. For real.
$19.99 per month.
And so I'm almost certain that's her.
Sex coach and teacher.
Yeah. And so
Dominatrix,
Roxy Fox.
Yeah.
And so
Dominatrix, you're gonna get Leanne in a fucking headlock after watching Roxy.
I just choke her out. Yeah. There you go.
That's what I heard girls are into. I had a guy fucking choking me in bed recently, and I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, I love a good choke, but I couldn't fucking breathe, and then he spit in my mouth. I was like, I need to go to the. I can't. I'm like, I'm done. I need to go to the hospital. I can't breathe. Like the last thing you want when you can't breathe is to have someone spit in your.
I can't. I used to have a joke about it. I didn't know people really did it.
I didn't either. It was my first time. I was like, what?
I used to have a joke about that. I didn't think anyone really spit in someone's mouth.
To be fair, he's a baseball player. That's what they do.
Fucking what team?
The Angels?
I'm going to be watching for who spits on the field.
It's all of them.
Did he do it like a casual base player? Or did he go like...
He did it 3 times. I clearly couldn't breathe.
Oh, fuck.
My God. Then I haven't heard from him
I
since.
cannot wait to hear your podcast. I can't wait for Unhinged.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know that was a thing either. But
I had a joke about it. And I thought it was a joke. You know what girls really like when you spit in their mouths? I go, no, seriously, I forget the joke. I'm sure it's in a special. I thought it was a joke. I didn't think you'd really do it to someone.
I didn't think so either, especially when my face was turning blue. It's like, I know what you need. You're dehydrated.
I hope he never finds me upside down in a pool. Yeah. He's like, I got this. This will help him.
Just throws a fastball at me.
Oh, fuck. All right, so we know he's a pitcher. No.
Oh my God. This is how long it's been since I have talked to baseball players. When I slid in his DMs, I was like, hi. And then he didn't respond. I was like, sorry, that was drier than you sliding into home. I didn't realize pitchers don't hit anymore. It's been a long time.
He's like,
pitchers used to.
He's like, we have pitch runners for me. Yeah. I don't even bat.
I was like, he's like, yeah, I don't hit. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that when I slid in your DMs? He's like, you were trying. I guess the rules have changed since I fucking used to.
Since Little League?
Yeah. I mean, what? It was college, so 2008 when I was hooking up with the Brewers.
Oh my God. I would love. Oh, that's fucking great. I cannot wait for your podcast. We're gonna finish this podcast. We're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna tell you how to do this podcast.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna be like, this is what you need to do.
Okay, perfect.
Because this is with you and Brittany, and Brittany's Brittany
is a firecracker. She is the funniest fucker I've ever met.
She used to do a podcast with Tommy.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, no, she did her own podcast. She might have had him on.
Tommy would just sit in it.
Oh my God, do you want to hear a funny story about Tommy? So
please.
I went over to their house. Brittany's been sober forever. She's been sober for over 10 years. Yeah. And I think, a long time. And she helped get Tommy sober. And we're at the pool and she's like, do you want something to drink? Do you want one of these CBD drinks? And I'm like, sure, as long as it's just CBD. She's like, Tommy drinks them all day long. I'm like, great. So I take the drink and then 30 minutes later, I'm zooted. I'm so high. And I'm like, I don't want to snitch on Tommy. I was like, but there's definitely weed in these drinks. And she's like, no. And she goes and she grabs a can and she's like, in Tommy's hobby, he like just trims bonsai trees. That's what he does all day long. And she's like, Tommy, she's like, there's fucking weed in these. And he's like, babe. I used to shoot heroin. I'm like, of course he's high. He's trimming bonsai trees all day. Nobody's doing that sober, but they are the cutest couple.
He plays Fortnite all night. Yeah, he's high. Yeah. Shut up.
She's like, he has like 7 of these a day. Yeah. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. But it was great for me because it was a free lapse and I had a great day.
A free lapse. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. Nikki Glazer had a free lapse one time. Or I heard that she did. She went somewhere and had one of the, had a kombucha. And it was a hard kombucha. I think this is a story. She went somewhere and she had a kombucha. Someone's like, you want a kombucha? And she's like, yeah, sure. There's no booze in it, right? And they're like, no, not at all. She had it, and all of a sudden she's like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that happened to me when I went back to Wisconsin, of course, because I ordered a soda water at the bar, and she's like, double or single? I was like, no booze. And she's like, okay. And she handed it to me, and I took a drink, and I'm like, there's vodka in here. And she's like, you just want a soda water? She's like, what are you doing? I was like, you can't even compute somebody not drinking after you asked single or double. I said, no booze. And you poured vodka.
I wonder, do you think you'll ever drink or smoke or do anything ever again?
I don't want to say never, because like I've relapsed before. I had 3 years and then I smoked weed and I did mushrooms and I did ayahuasca. So like And
then sweet. And then you did that and then just went back on the wagon?
Yeah, so after I did ayahuasca...
Wait, what got you to smoke weed?
I talked to my sponsor about doing ayahuasca because there are some people in AA who do ayahuasca and it's not considered a relapse because it's like therapy. It's like 10 years of therapy in one night. It's not fun. Nobody's doing this for fun.
Yeah.
So I talked to my sponsor and I was like, if I do ayahuasca, do I relapse? And she like laughed in my face. She's like, yeah, I won't sponsor you. And I was like so mad. I was like, okay, well, then I'm just going to get high and like do mushrooms. Cause I was like going to Tulum with my gay bestie. I was like, I'll do mushrooms on the beach. I'll have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I did ayahuasca and it fucking rocked me. And then I was getting stoned like 24/7 for like a month after that. And I was just like, okay, I need to get sober again. Cause I was just like, yeah, that ayahuasca really
so
fucked me up.
interesting. Sobriety is, fascinating to me because I'm not sure I want it, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really, really truthfully enjoy being sober for whenever I do it. And I go through this every year. I do a month of it. This one caught me off guard because I just was partying so hard during Fully Loaded that I was like, I need it now. Like I need it now. Yeah. And it may last till October. It may last until my cruise.
When's your cruise?
October 27th. And so we'll be doing Sober October, but I told the guys, if we do Sober October, I'm still going to drink on my cruise.
Right.
But it's fascinating to me because I don't know if I need anything. Like, did you feel like that? Like, do you feel like you ever needed it?
No, I really I think the nice thing about having substances for me was numbing out. So like when I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to feel that way. So I would get high or drink and then you kind of feel euphoric and you feel better. But once I got sober and I lived a few years sober, I'm like so much happier. I'm so much more productive. I am so much more myself. Like, I think I was a different person when I drank. Like, I was like this big, loud, kind of like obnoxious. I needed everybody's attention. I wasn't very nice. Like, I was really mean. And I thought it was funny, and it was kind of funny, but it wasn't like, I said some pretty horrible shit to people. Like, I remember when I was in college, I was dating this basketball player and we got in a fight and I was like, maybe your dick's so small because you took 3/4 of it and shoved it into your personality. And I saw him last summer and he's like, that comment lives rent free in my head. He's like, it ruined my life. And I was like, well, I had a point, but I just like would say horrible shit. And I'm like, I don't like being that person. So now at least like when I show up to a situation, I can show up sober. I don't embarrass myself. I don't owe anyone a phone call being like, I'm sorry. If I'm a cunt to someone, that's just who I am. That's how I feel about you. So yeah.
I was at the store the other night, not drinking or smoking, doing anything. I forget who I was talking to. I wish I could remember. And they were like, what's up with you? I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And they're like, oh, it's Mark Norman.
Oh, yeah, Mark.
He was like, you seem really relaxed.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And I was like, nothing. He's like, are you not drinking? And I said, no. And he goes, dude, I can, like, you seem grounded.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Dan said that to me. He said, Dan said I looked like I slept for a week.
Yeah.
Because when we were on tour, I have this thing where I pride myself on getting up and getting shit done, even though I partied the night before. Like, I pride myself on that. I didn't realize how much of a tax that puts on you when you're on the road nonstop.
That's how I was when I drank too, because I think it was like an elaborate performance art piece to prove to the world that I wasn't an alcoholic. I was like, if I wake up if I wake up and get shit done, nobody can tell me I have a problem. Even if I'm fully drained and I have nothing left to give at the end of the day.
Wow. So that's going to live rent-free in my head for a long time. An elaborate performance piece? That might be my life. I am living an elaborate performance piece so that no one can call me on my shit. Yeah. Maybe that's my ambition. Yes. Is I just don't want anyone to tell me to stop drinking. Yes. Oh, that's fuck. God damn. God.
Yeah.
The fuck. So do you count, like, when you did mushrooms, do you count, cause I don't think I've ever done, I yesterday smoked weed for the first time by itself without anything else since high school.
Oh, wow.
I've never smoked weed and not drank.
See, I used to love smoking weed to get rid of a hangover. And then when I started smoking weed again just on its own, it's so strong now. It gave me fucking anxiety. And all I did was think about like what a loser I was and how I haven't gotten enough done with my life.
Oh,
and
that's the beauty about my weed use is that my weed use goes, this doesn't count.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not partying. You're just
chilling.
You're just being present.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. My weed, when I got high yesterday, my brain was like, I am so proud of you that you're not drinking right now. Like, this is a really big step in the right direction. This said to me, because Rogan one time pulled me aside and he was like, hey man, you should take a break from booze and just do edibles or weed. And I was like, why would I? Because I could not do weed and edibles by itself. I had to have something else. Mm-hmm. And so yesterday was like, this is a big step in the right direction. You can go to Red Rocks and go see a show and not drink if you want. You can go see a concert and get a little high and then enjoy it. I would watch people do that. The next step is mushrooms. I would like to be able to take mushrooms and enjoy tripping and allow my big word right now. I do words every morning. I didn't do one this morning. No, not learning words.
Oh, I thought you had like the vocabulary app.
Well, if I told you the word, you'd be like, you just learned that word? Surrender.
Okay.
Yeah, surrender is my big word.
Yeah.
So like that's the one I'm focusing on because I got to let go of control of things.
Yeah.
Do you journal?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I do morning pages every morning and then I do transcendental meditation.
Wait, walk me through what your day looks like.
So usually
by yourself.
I live by myself with my dog, Biggie Smalls, Min Pin.
Oh, nice. I want to get a new baby dog, like a little tiny dog. And my wife, I've always joked, and then we saw one the other night at the same party where the guy was rationalizing suicide. And Leanne goes, you could get that as a bus dog. And I went, I can get a bus dog? I get a bus dog?
Yeah.
And then I'll let it live here at this house? Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So keep going.
Okay, so wake up. My phone's in the other room, so I journal 3 pages, morning pages, meditate for 20 minutes, go get my phone.
You do not sleep with your phone in your bedroom. This is why I won't go to AA. Wait, keep going. So
this has nothing to do with AA. This has to do with like social media. I think is such a fucking wasteland for me, and especially like after my clips started like getting momentum, I would wake up and look at my phone and then just like see a comment of like, this bitch needs to kill herself. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not the first thing I want to see. Or like someone being like, her husband sounds like a cuck. And then I remember like just yesterday.
I know you're divorced, but I thought your husband seemed so cool.
He was fucking awesome. He was the best. Like we had a very amicable split. And it's just yesterday, someone's like, her husband seems like a cuck. Like she's a slut. And I responded being like, I'm divorced, you twat. And then my thing got flagged and I got a notification from Instagram for hate speech and bullying. And I'm like, so he can call me a slut and call my ex-husband a cuck, but I can't call him a twat for setting this record straight. I think it's like completely unfair. So anyway, I just started putting my phone in the other room because it doesn't bring me joy.
My phone doesn't present me with a ton of joy. Like it was, I don't look. I'm not going to say anything. But I'll tell you what, when you put yourself out as much as I have, and I have to realize I've done that to myself. I have asked everyone to know who I've asked everyone to know who I am. That is my fault. But it is part of how you do business. Mm-hmm. If you want to make a movie and you want to do a special and you want to have a podcast, you want to have 3 podcasts. And if you want, and you want to have an arena tour, part of the rub is you're gonna get people not liking you because it just is easy. It's easy. It's an easy topic to not like someone. It's so easy. They did it to you do to a lot of people, and some people earn it. Maybe I earned it at times. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I've said. I've talked wild shit about people on podcasts. I did it. I've done it today. But I do it all the time. And I was coming up in my own algorithms, and I was like, that's not what you want. Yeah. Because not all of them are celebrating you. Right. Some are good. And so I had to get burner accounts from everything so I could enjoy the apps.
Right. Yeah, I have a social media manager who runs my shit most of the time. I take it off my phone a lot. But yeah, my day is journal, meditate, go take my dog for a walk, go to an AA meeting, work out, write a little bit, just fucking chill. When I'm not on the road, I just like to just fucking chill. Like people, I don't understand the comics who go on the road and then come back and they're up every night at the Improv in the store and all this stuff. I'm like, I need to recharge because I'm working enough on the road. Yeah. Yeah.
And so would like an average night, do you make yourself dinner? Do you long to see if someone wants to go to dinner with you?
I would love, that's the thing. Like, I would love to be dating again. I would love to have someone to have a crush on and be excited about. But I think to our point earlier, it's like I need to focus on my career and my shit. And that's all just a distraction right now. So like I'll Postmates myself some Italy. I'll eat some fucking pasta. Here's the thing. My ex-husband was like, he could have been a professional chef. He was such a good cook. Really? So not being with him is so hard because now I'm eating like turkey sandwiches and fucking turkey burgers, and like my meals are very sad. I just want to like send him pictures and be like, I'm sorry I left. You know, I'm mostly jealous of his new girlfriend because she gets to eat like a fucking queen.
I kind of want to see what your ex-husband looks like.
He's fucking hot. He looks like a Hemsworth. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you.
Well, my wife just perked up. Wait, he looks like a Hemsworth. My wife's so attracted to Chris Hemsworth.
He's so hot. We used to work together in advertising when I worked at advertising, and he at an advertising agency, and everyone called him Thor. He was this is him.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he also got like revenge bod hot when that's one of me and Danny Granger. Jesus. Wait, who? That's the one that bit is about. Everybody figured out who it was. Great. I ruined his life. He had to get off Instagram. He's, I think, probably in a Jehovah's Witness sleeper cell.
Is it weird that I sit crisscross applesauce and women always sit normal in this, and I always sit like a chick? Is that?
I don't think that's a chick thing. I think your toenails are painted. I
have beautiful feet.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a spray tan?
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Do you get spray tans?
I am now.
You're ready to start your OnlyFans.
I did a spray tan. Me and my wife did spray tans before we went to Montreal.
Okay.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah. They smell a little.
They smell a little bit.
Yeah.
But they just smell like whore.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just smell like Cancun whores.
Yeah. That's what I always smell like anyway.
I'm cool with it. Yeah. It was crazy having sex with my wife with a spray tan.
Yeah.
It was like a different person a little bit, but with the same accent.
Yeah.
Like I love spray tans.
Like you slapped her ass and it left a white handprint.
I slapped her ass and she didn't say, Mira.
Ay, papi.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm going to keep doing spray tans.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. 100% open invite. For real.
Yeah.
Whenever you want, you can do my podcast.
Awesome.
You make me giggle really fucking hard.
Thank you.
You are amazing. I can't wait to see.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you on more stuff. I can't wait to watch your career blow up, and I cannot wait for Unhinged. I'm telling you when I say this, and I need to say this to you because we all get it. We all get negative feedback from people that don't like what we do for whatever reason. Maybe they find you too happy, or they think your happiness is a lie. Maybe they think
my happiness is a lie.
Not you. I was talking about me
all the time.
but for whatever reason, and I will tell you, from a genuine person with no ulterior motives, no baggage, just like a regular person, when I watched you, you drew me in immediately, and you immediately got a fan. Immediately. You're funny as fucking shit. You're funny as fucking shit. And I saw you on Barstool with the bros, Kevin and Feidelberg, and you are amazing on podcasts.
Thank you.
You are genuinely enjoyable, and I cannot wait to watch you blow up. I'm so excited for Unhinged.
Thank you.
I love Brittany too.
Thank you.
And when you guys launch Unhinged, you have to come on my podcast to promote it.
Okay.
And we won't do any drugs or alcohol.
Okay, perfect.
We'll be stone sober.
Yeah.
But you two, like, there's few people you can hang out with sober and you have a good time.
Yeah.
Some people, it's a fucking tedious task.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, man, can I just go to the dentist? But you're an absolute joy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing the podcast.
Of course.
That was fucking great.
Awesome.